Hi guys, good morning. I gave myself a haircut yesterday. I know it's short, which is good, but I've absolutely no idea how it looks. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? These things no longer matter, people. Hairstyles, or whether your makeup is on right, or I don't know, whether your kitchen is fucking clean or whatever. And all the things that used to matter, or that we thought in our ignorance mattered, you know, no longer matter. It no longer matters whether we get to do a bit of retail therapy or, I don't know, it's... It looms. You alright there, son? You alright, babe? Oh, he's got itchy ears. I watched a fantastic interview yesterday with a certain somebody that I shan't mention, and it was on YouTube and it got taken down. I sent it to several friends, and the only place that you can go view it now is on London Reel. So London as in the city, and then Reel as in real. London Reel. So for those of you who want to see this interview with this particular person, it's very poignant. You might resonate with everything there, but I dare say that, you know, if you have a smidgen of intelligence, you will see that what this particular man is saying is spot on. And you probably should go to London Reel and watch this interview. It's quite long, but it's worth doing. You know, people have been telling us, haven't they? I mean, I've been saying it for years, that this was going to happen sooner or later, you know? And what's become very clear to me, more than anything else, but what's really become very clear to me is that we really are surrounded by NPCs. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It really is. I went to the farm shop and there are people in there that I've been on a first name basis with for years. We've had conversations, we've shared what I thought were meaningful moments, etc, etc. And I got there on Sunday, and it was like they'd been replaced. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They were no longer sold. There was no longer any kind of energy. There was no longer any kind of meaning. There was no longer anything at all. They called me Madam instead of Anika. Stand 6 feet, stand back. Right, it was like going shopping in Nazi Germany or whatever, Stalinist Russia. People were rude, people were condescending, people were extremely aggressive and unpleasant. It made me feel physically sick. I couldn't wait to get away from it, and I spent the whole day Sunday and then consequently yesterday, Monday, feeling like absolute shit. It makes me realise that I think we've been busy projecting onto NPCs. We do this because when you're a souled being and you've done the work, when you're a souled being and you've done the work, if you haven't done the work, you might be souled, but you're still going to be a fucking arsehole. I'll get to that in a bit. But when you're a souled being and you've done the work, you want communion, belonging, meaning, creativity, well-being, love, mutual inspiration and support. Instead of suspicion. Who are you? I don't trust you. I don't like you. Projecting all your shadow fucking crap onto other people and just basically perpetuating all the shit that the cabal want you to perpetuate. But that's you know. But when you're a soul being and you've done the work, you're doing the work, you're getting real, you'll face whatever comes up within your being when you're initiating new relationships, friendships, whatever. You'll face that and you'll work through that, because a good friendship is worth working for and working through your shit for. It is. Last time I fucking checked. But, you know, soul travelers are peppered throughout the world. We're not living next door to each other, you know. So we try and have some meaning with, you know, in the relationships with the people that live around us. But that's never been, we've never had that, really. We've just been pretending, I think, most of us. We've just been pretending, you know. Like me pretending that my hair looks really good. Oh, it looks so good. We've been pretending people, we've been projecting stuff onto them. We've been telling ourselves that, oh, these are souled people, they care, they, you know, they're beginning to awaken, and, oh, they do have sympathy and compassion and empathy and whatnot. Well, they don't, they haven't, and they aren't. They're not. They're NPCs. We're surrounded by a sea of holosuite characters. Anyone familiar with Star Trek will know about the holodecks, the holosuites, and the holodeck characters. That's what NPCs are, people. And they're there for a reason, because right now they are complying with everything that's going on. And because of that, and because of the fact that soul travelers are literally spread here, someone there, someone there, someone, the cabal owns these NPCs one way or another. They may not be evil in and of themselves. I think they're sort of neutral in a way. Well, then again, I don't know. And they sure like to inform on their neighbours, you know. It's like, oh, hello, police, yes? I know somebody who's not living in fear. Whatever. They are nefarious because they will comply and implement what is happening now. They just will. They'll enforce it on us in the form of authority, local authorities, police, whatever, army, you know, doctors, lawyers. It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I watched this interview yesterday. It was on London Real YouTube, and it was incredibly good. You know, I mean, David, I don't resonate with him every time, you know. I don't agree with everything that he says and whatnot, but that interview was incredibly good, and it was obviously very good because they took it down, and that tells us, doesn't it, exactly what's going on here. It's like we live in the age now which has come on us literally like that, but which has been tippy-toeing into existence for decades. It's propaganda, the age of propaganda, people. And if you look at it now, if you go on the Corbett Report, which is a fantastic website and YouTube channel, because he picks it apart so very, very well. You know, Propaganda Watch, he does these episodes that are called Propaganda Watch, with regards to the nurses and the doctors and everybody coming outside their home at 7:30 and clapping and ooh and wah, you know. It's all so incredibly banal now. It's like, oh my god, it's like they think that it's like with little kids. It's the sort of thing that you approach a 5 or 6 year old. Right now, everybody gather around. They hate us. I mean, they hate us so, so, so very, very, very much. And you gotta wonder why that is. What do you do you? You want to say hello? Alright, darling. No, you can have your Scoobies in a bit. Mummy's doing a video right now, son. I know. Aren't you very beautiful and lovely? Aren't you? Hmm? Yes, you are. Oh, Miss Lovely. You are. And Mummy loves you very much. Yes. You know, we love our animals so much, and we love our, you know, our friends. But now is the time, people, where if you're for real, you want to start telling people how much you appreciate them. You want to stand by that love. You want to be there for those that you care about. You want to give life to these relationships that you have, that, you know, whether they be new, whether they be old. And if that relationship is with an NPC, then get rid of them. Because I hate to say this, and I never thought I would, but frankly, they're the enemy. They are. And I'm not saying we should fight them or do anything. I think we should disentangle from them and no longer give them our energy, because we have been doing that, because we have been wanting them to be genuine human beings with a beating heart, and they're not. You know? They're not. They're harbingers, people, that's all they are. So we must learn to accept this now, to see this for what it is, and to walk away from these NPCs in our life insofar as we can. We need to understand that, yes, you're an NPC, you're not sold. They're very good simulacra. They're very good, oh yeah. Very good simulacra. But they're not real. They're not real at all. And they will never be there for you. They will never really support you. They might say they will. They might pretend they do. But not really. No, no. And for those of us who are soul travelers with pure, raw consciousness, who have done the work, you need to continue doing that work. You need to continue to work on yourself. Everything that's been triggered, look at it, look at it. Why do I feel this way? What does that mean? Because we have been so incredibly mind controlled that we still to some extent believe that the shadow is who we really are, and we're not. We're not. See, there is a reason why the forces of darkness hate us as much as they do. Now, if we were powerless, nothing, they wouldn't hate us, because why would you? You know, you wouldn't care. Do you hate a piece of dog shit, for example, you see on the sidewalk? No, you're indifferent. You might think it's a bit disgusting, but you're indifferent. You don't really care. Just a minute, guys, just to switch the heating off. All right, Lewis. Okay, now we'll put you up there. All right, come on. There you go, my darling. Yes, you are an absolute angel. Oh, it's fucking hot. Right, you're indifferent to that. You don't care. Why would you? If you think about it, right, before you really were awake, and you were just like your shadow, and you were just, you know, full of fucking poison, and you were quite toxic, and you were dysfunctional, and you were sociopathic, and all that shit. Let's face it, right? Who did you hate then? What sort of people did you really, really hate? What sort of people do you really, really hate when you're in your shadow, when you are there? You hate people that you think of as powerful, creative, charismatic, people that shine bright, people that have it, people that have that je ne sais quoi, you know, that energy, that whoosh. Those are the people you hate. Why? Because you envy them. They have the life force. They are infinite and they are powerful and they can make things happen, and they do make things happen. And you're jealous. We know this because we have been there and we have felt that way. We do, we know. Because you see people, and this is fucking pivotal right now, we know the Cabal. Why do we know them? Because we have a bit of that darkness within ourselves, and unlike everybody else, we know this because we've been working through it. And in all blatant fucking honesty, we know damn well what the dark side is, because it doesn't really take that much to imagine why they would rip the skin of a 5-year-old child and get pleasure out of it. I know that sounds, you might think, oh, not me, oh, no, we would never do that, of course not. But you see, soul travelers are different. We are not like other people. Well, obviously we're not, because we're souls. See, this is the thing. NPCs are caricatures of human beings. We think, oh, that's what a human being is like. But actually, they're fake. They're not real. They are, in and of itself, like a gaslighty nonsense human being. Because we, soul travelers, are souls. We are real. And we're not human beings, actually. We came from somewhere else. We're not this. This is not what we are. So we've been surrounded by NPCs our whole life, so we're like, and that's the example. This is what a human being is like. This is what it looks like, this is what it behaves like, this is what it thinks like, this is what it feels like, blah, 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 blah. And it's all of a sudden, it's like, oh, that was all a complete lie. Whoa, cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance in massive red letters is very much what's going on as well. We have that darkness in us a little bit, a smidgen of it, hence we understand the darkness very fucking well. Now, somebody had to comment the other day when I talked about Weekend Warrior. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with everything that that man, Weekend Warrior, that channel says. I don't go on the channel anymore because I've gotten what I needed from it, and I don't need to dwell in the darkness. I'm not going to marinate in it because that would be murdering my own soul. I would never do that. Nor do I believe in any of the Q stuff. I don't. I think it's a complete psyop and it's bullshit, and it's there to disempower us, and that's very, very clever. It will say somebody's coming to rescue you. No, no. We have the power, and that is what it's all about, you see. But we need to know exactly what is going on in this fucking world. Because if we don't know, and if we don't have all the pieces of the jigsaw, we cannot get the fucking picture. And we need to get the whole fucking picture in order to achieve this reset that I've been talking about. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not saying follow me. I'm not. I'm no fucking guru. I'm no prophet. I am just Anika, whatever I am. I don't even actually know what I am. I call myself a soul traveler. Because I know, actually, fuck that shit, I know how different I am. Yes, I'm passionate and I am slightly arrogant because I do know that I'm smart. I am smarter than just about anybody I have ever met. I'm really crap at maths. I mean, really dumb. But I'm really smart. I'm really good at psychology. I can get into people's heads. I can work out what's what. That's why I'm very good at unraveling my own shadow. I'm very fucking good at it. And then it's like the anti-force, the dark generator, which attacks and says, you can't say that. That's arrogance. That means you're a bad person. You know, it attacks us all the fucking time. We can't even sit there and say, you know what, I'm pretty fucking smart. I'm actually pretty fucking talented. I'm actually pretty fucking strong. Wow. Look what I've been through, and here I fucking am. Motherfucker, I am fucking tough. And I love myself for it. I love myself for my IQ. For my fucking cleverness, my smartness. I love myself also for my sensitivity. I love myself for the fact that I'm dumber than a bag of hammers when it comes to math. Yeah. I love myself for the fact that I was told when I was a child over and over and over again that I was stupid until I had this IQ test which showed that my IQ was way, like really high. Because this was not a mathematically orientated IQ test, it was something else. And they were good people, you know. And I love myself for the fact that I've survived the most horrific childhood and abuse. As should we all. We should love ourselves, and we should stop playing it safe, playing dumb, playing low. Oh, I better not, oh, I better not, oh, I better stay small. Oh, and I better not trust other people and other soul travelers because they could be anybody. Yes, true. When you meet people online, you don't know who the fuck they are. This is very true. And it gets to the point where you have to choose whether or not you're going to take a chance on somebody. Shall I or shall I not give this person my email address? Shall I or shall I not Skype with this person? Shall I or shall I not, you know, exchange personal details with this person? Do I trust this person? What does my gut instinct tells me? But the dark generator is there as well. That's the great divide and conquer. You can't trust people. No, you can't. They're all up to no good. You're going to get hurt. They're going to stab you in the back. You know. There's always fucking something running the fucking show, trying to sabotage, trying to undermine, trying to keep you in that tortuous distortion of yourself. Because as long as you stay there and don't challenge that and don't do anything about that, you will be, one way or another, energetically compliant to what is happening. You will not use your power, you see. Soul travelers are powerful. They hate us because we are powerful. They don't hate us because we are powerless. Because if we are powerless, they would simply be indifferent. You see, they hate the NPCs. No, they don't, because NPCs are powerless. They're just holodeck characters. They're just AI. They're nothing. They're just fodder. Right? But they hate us because we are powerful. And how do we step into our power? We won't step into our power through violence. We won't step into our power through wallowing in the darkness. Once we've got the pieces of the jigsaw that we need, i.e. we now know exactly what they are and what they've done and what they're doing, etc., etc. Okay, fair enough, don't need to look at that anymore because I know now. Let go. Let it trigger whatever darkness that needs to be triggered for purging and alchemizing and clearing. Okay, that's been done. Get back to your power. Do the work. Want to do the work. Do you fucking want to? Do you? Or are you still content to not look at it? No, I'm not going to look at it. I'll look at it later. Yeah, something has come up inside of you. Something has been triggered, but you're not going to look at it now. You look at it later. You won't. You won't look at it later. It's really hard work, people. I don't even like to call it shadow work, because the minute you do that, the minute you put a label on it, right, it becomes forced. Oh, today I think I'm going to do some shadow work. No, people, it doesn't work that way. Shadow work actually happens. You're doing it perpetually, constantly. I've been doing it now for about 16 years. I've been doing shadow work. I didn't even know that I was doing shadow work, but I know now that I was doing shadow work because I started feeling like absolute shit. I started wanting to kill people. I started realizing how much self-hate there was within me that made me want to hate other people. There was so much going on. There's so many nuances. It's unbelievable, and there's no way to fucking put it into words. And I'm not here to tell you what to do or to show you how or what or where either. Because, you know, I'm not a teacher and I'm not a guru, and there should not be any teachers or gurus anyway, because that is all fucking bullshit. Hierarchies are bullshit. Everything we've been taught in this realm is bullshit. It's all a fucking lie. And everything has to be unlearned. We have to get back to the nitty-gritty of what we are in here. But I still see people, soul people, not wanting to do that. They think it's easier and better not to bother. Not to challenge those fucking perceptions. If you're not doing it now, you never will, you know. Because we're in serious fucking shit, people. If we want to turn this around, if we want to do what we came here to do, then now is the time to seize back our consciousness, all of it. We treat other people the way we see ourselves, based on all the crap that's still in there. And be aware of this dark generator, people, because it's there every day. And it's because it's been there your whole life, you're in unawareness of it. But I am in supreme awareness of it now, because I have really done the work with great will and great veracity. Yes, I want to do it, and that's the kind of person that I am. Oh, you can't say that. That's very arrogant. See? That's what that is. You can't say that. Well, I can, because it's true. Yes, I happen to be quite an extraordinary sort of being. And I think this could possibly, quite probably, be said for all soul travellers. You've got to earn it, though. You've got to want to do the fucking work, people. One of you said to me, as a while ago in a Skype thing, I don't care what people think about me. When in fact, you really do care what people think about you. My shadow cares what people think about me. I don't care what people think about me. I know it's neither here nor there. I know this. But my shadow still thinks it matters, because the dark generator says, oh, it matters what other people think about you, because they can destroy you, and they can do this to you, and they can do that to you, and you must comply, comply, comply. You must comply with the NPCs, and because they will say things about you, and they will do things, and they will give you nasty looks, and they will verbally abuse you. So you've got to fall in line and do as you're told. So yes, we've been conditioned from the minute we're born to care about what other people, i.e. NPCs, think. And until we get to grips with that, and it will make you feel ashamed of yourself, or it will make you feel all kinds of really uncomfortable emotions. But you've got to admit it before you can heal that fucking shit. Before you can pierce that shit and go poof, through it out the other end. You see, that is shadow work. And it just happens. It's not something that you yourself, oh, initiate. Oh, today from 3:30 to 4:30 I will do some shadow work. It doesn't work that way. Fuck's sake. You can tell I'm a bit pissed off and a bit agitated. People, you know, it's like if any of you doesn't feel that way and is sitting around going, ow, then you're full of shit. Because right now people, whoa. The Jupiter conjunct Pluto, Mercury conjunct Neptune. Neptune is the unconscious. Neptune is the trauma-based mind control. Neptune is the dark generator, the lie, the fake persona. Yes, I'll come and get you. Come on, son. Oh, you shall. You know, that is what Neptune is. And then Pluto is there saying, boom, blows it wide open and tells you, there. See, there you go. Look, that's you and all your fucked upness. That is how you treat yourself. That's how you allow yourself to be treated. That's how you treat other people. Because it's all dark generator, manipulation, manipulation, manipulation. We all do it. I do it too still. Yeah. It's very difficult to trust people. It's very difficult to discern who is who and what is what. It's very difficult to feel good about yourself. It's very difficult to honour yourself. Yeah. And all this terrible shit is happening, and it's making us feel really overwhelmed, frightened, angry. This is it. This is very, very Plutonian, people, because the dark side is not hiding anymore at all. Not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. It's like, yes, I'm here. I'm pure evil. Yeah. Game on. Big time, people. Game on. I mean, you know, when you realize that even in the past, the people you knew in the past were just users and leeches, NPCs. They just used you, you know, and they hurt you. And even up to a couple of weeks ago, I didn't realise that. I was still emailing somebody, you know, actually giving a damn about this person. And I realise now that, no, they don't give a damn about you, Anika. They really don't care. Wow. Because they're an NPC. They're dead. And it makes me feel so angry. But then when you start thinking about it, you realise that NPCs are users. They really just are. They're fucking users, a lot of them. We need to treat ourselves very, very well. We need to get to grips with this situation on the inside, on the outside. This is the time for us to really step up, to leave behind all the shit, all the nonsense, it's like this and I'm like, people are we're still full of shit, and that shit's got to be left behind now, okay? Let's, you know, stop. I mean, there's a yeah, anyway, you know what, I think I try and explain it, I try and put it into words, and time again I realise, you know what, it isn't possible. It's not possible to show people the way, and you shouldn't, you're not supposed to show people the way, Anika. Get out of that mindset. The whole hierarchical thing, oh, listen to Wayne Dyer, he will show you the way. Listen to Eckhart Tolle, he will show you the way. Listen to Esther and Abraham Hicks, they will show you the way. Yeah, over the cliff and down the fucking abyss, they will, yeah, for sure, yeah. There's some pearls in all of it as well, so clever. There's some good stuff there, some good information, wrapped up in a shitload of gaslighting nonsense and lies, for sure. Oh, people. It's all about self-initiation and stepping into our own power, and it's very, very, yeah. I don't know where this is going to go, but I know this, there's no reason why they would hate us so much, other than we are valuable and we are potent, powerful beings of some sort, and we've been living a total fucking lie all this time, and that lie has got to die. The lie has got to die. Maybe this is a natural organic process, and maybe there really isn't anything to worry about, because maybe it will literally just happen. Because I had a conversation many years ago with a friend in a park, and we discussed this, and we came to the conclusion that, you know, it really just kind of happens. We always think we have to make it happen. We're very arduous about it. Oh, gotta try harder. But then you find that it just kind of happens, and then you look back and you think, whoa, I was like that 6 weeks ago, and I'm like this now, and it just sort of really happens. Wow, it's quite incredible. As long as you really, really want to, it really just happens. Right now it looks as if the chips are so down they will never get back up again. We're surrounded by the dead. Yeah, we're surrounded by it, and this is an AI agenda without a doubt. And these fucking idiots with their fucking Facebook posts. Oh, well, because there's no people on the streets, all wildlife is doing so well, and ooh. I don't remember seeing any trees or any grass whatsoever in Blade Runner. Especially the second one. And these fucking idiots, man. Blindly walking into the fucking blackness of it all. But then that's NPCs for you, you know, making it all look pretty and, oh, you know, posting their propaganda. Innit? Yeah, go and check out James Corbett Report, Propaganda Watch and whatnot. There's Corbett Report and then there's Corbett Report Extras. He's not a spiritual, it's a fucking stupid word anyway, but you know, he's not that way inclined, but he's incredibly good at seeing through all the bullshit. And yeah, keep doing the work, people, and you know, don't allow your dark side, your shadow, to get away with any shit. Face it, face all of it. Don't lie to yourself. Stop lying to yourselves. Look it in the eye. Feel the fear, feel the discomfort, but look it all in the eye. This is what you must do now. It is crucial, more so than ever before, people. This is all about consciousness. It always fucking was, I know it. And that's why they hate us so much, because you see, they're dead. The forces of evil, the cabal, call it what you will, they are dead. It needs to feed continually. And it's become more and more and more perverse. It's become more and more distorted. It's just become more and more putrid. The snake eats its own tail. Ouroboros, people. Okay? It really is not powerful. It looks that way, but it is not. We are the ones that are powerful, but we have been trauma-based, mind-controlled. We are fucking distorted in there. Evil is completely distorted as well, and there is a correlation there, because we understand evil, because some of it lies within us. There is a reason for that. You cannot defeat an enemy you do not know, you do not understand. But if you understand the enemy very, very well, and you can imagine and put yourself into the shoes of the enemy. Oh yeah, I get that now, I get that now. That is when you truly become powerful. You know thine enemy and know thine self. How well do you know yourself? And are you really willing to stop lying to yourself and to really face what needs to be faced? And don't sit there saying, oh, I don't care what other people think about me. I don't care about this. No, I'm this and I'm so and so and I'm this and I'm that. You know, ho 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 ho. But in fact, no, that's not where it's at. Get real with yourself. Now is the time. That's what being a light warrior is all about. It's not about going out there and fight. That's not going to happen. Do you see cohesion? Do you see people getting together for this revolution, this fight against evil? No, it's not going to happen, you know. It really isn't. There's more divide and conquer now than ever before. The only thing that's really going to win this war is our consciousness. A shift has got to happen within us. Something. That is what it's about. Do the work. Stop lying to yourselves. Don't allow that to get away with anything. Don't believe it anymore and become supremely aware of it. Being there, sabotaging you, manipulating you, telling you that you're guilty, that you're bad, that you deserve to be that you deserve to suffer, that you're powerless, that you can't trust people, that you can't trust your intuition, that you shouldn't believe that things are going to be alright because you're only going to be disappointed, so it's better to be afraid. It's better to hate. You're powerless. It's there, like... I'm sort of reminded of, you know, when all that horrific shit went down in Rwanda, and where in the space of 24 hours, about 1 million people were hacked to death with machetes. Oh, mind control there. Big time, hey? Something like that doesn't happen naturally at all. But in the weeks preceding it, there was what I call a dark generator broadcast. There was a guy behind a microphone on a radio station broadcasting again and again and again in the same words: kill the Tutsis, kill the Tutsis, kill the cockroaches. And it went on and on 24/7 for weeks, and then bang. That is what the dark generator is. Same. That is what it does. It lies, it lies, it lies, it subverts, it distorts. And you are the opposite of what it tells you. But you've been compliant with it, just the way that the NPCs are compliant with the agenda to annihilate us all, people, because that is really what's going on here, you know, by the way, in case you hadn't worked that one out yet. This is not about the enslavement of humanity. We were already fucking enslaved, because we wouldn't have the fucking dark generator there, and also like, oh yeah, because we are so worthless and powerless and shit, you know, or like, oh yeah, because I'm so fucking, all this fake persona bullshit. So we were already enslaved. No, this is about the annihilation of nature, of animals, of people, completely, to be replaced by those that populate the hell realms, like the greys, the jinn, the demons, whoever, whatever they are, that control the cabal, because the cabal in and of themselves are nobody. They're nobodies. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they're nobodies at all. It's what lies behind them that controls the show, right? It's all about a consciousness pathogen, somehow. I know that because I had that vision of that small grey creature that was in essence already dead, and it was grey and had big black eyes, and then I went for my walk and I came across it right there. There's a little statue of it. I mean, it was put there by the Nautical Society, but that's neither here nor there, you see. I trust the symbolism. I know where I'm guided, I know where I'm led, and I trust my innate synchronicity. You know, the Great Mother speaks to me, the language, I know. I also know that despite all the horrific shit that's going down right now, I am still... The shadow work is ongoing. The breakthroughs, the understandings, the aha moments, all of that is still happening. So I know damn well that it's meaningful. I know damn well that evil hasn't taken over completely yet, because then that wouldn't be happening. I know damn well that this is meaningful, and that this may not be real at all. This may yet be our finest hour. But it's whether we want to or not. It's whether we are willing to really stop lying to ourselves, to get real, to be real with ourselves and with each other. Soul travelers, soul people. To say, you know, I feel this way. Yeah, I do feel this way. It's not my fault, you know, because the trauma-based mind control, it's just, yeah. So it makes me feel really guilty feeling that way, you know, but I don't need that wrong, because it's not my fault. So I can work through this now. I can heal this now. I can alchemize this now, because A, I know that yes, this is how I really feel. It's not my fault. So I can allow this to be healed now, and I can love myself anyway. I don't have to punish myself or beat myself up over it, you see, because that's what it does, the dark generator, you know. First of all, see, that's how it created karma. It puts us we're here in this world, which is in essence the dark realm anyway, because it has heavily invaded it, hijacked it. We then end up doing bad things, behaving badly, because we're severely traumatized and because we're part of a system that leaves us no other option, frankly. So we end up using plastic and chucking it in the bin. For which they say, see, you pollute the earth, you're bad, you're guilty, or like you're really traumatized, whatever. You're going to make mistakes and you're going to get it wrong and you're going to fuck up, and the dark generator will be there telling you how worthless you are, how shit you are, how guilty you are for getting it wrong. But it made you get it wrong. It forced you to get it wrong. It put you with your back against the wall, you see. And then it's like, now you're going to be punished. Now you've incurred karma. It's interesting because yesterday I came across an astrologer, and the woman's a complete idiot. I mean, wow. And it was all this crap of like what's happening now is so wonderful. Because humanity is finally, you know, having to face its iniquity and how bad we are, and, you know, because we've been polluting the earth and it's all our fault. No, it isn't, actually. I did not create plastic. I did not create nuclear weapons. I did not wage World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, the war in Vietnam, the war in Korea. I did not commit genocide. I don't rip the skin of children and animals. I didn't do any of those things. I was severely abused. I was fucking MK Ultra'd and gaslit and distorted, so my behaviour hasn't always been great, but I forgive myself because it was not my fault. And I can heal from that now. And so I'm going to be really honest with myself, brutally so, and say, yes, Anika, this is how you feel, and that's what's been going on. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? Now, you say that, but that's not really true, is it now, darling? No, you know it isn't. But it's all right. I'm here, I'm with you, and I love you all the way. Healing is totally fucking possible, people. Very, very possible, but you must want it. So summon that courage and start really being honest with yourself about everything and look it all in the eye. Now, right now. It has to happen. The more we clear this up now, the better it will be. It will have a massive effect on the overall thing, because we shift, you see, out of this reality into another reality, into another reality, into another reality. We're not stuck. There is not just one reality. It's a timeline thing, I suppose, or a dimensional thing, whatever. We are all time travelers, you see? Dimension travelers. We do this all the time. The more we shift internally, the more everything shifts. So today, it may look dire, feel dire, this, that and the other. But if we keep doing that work, if we really take our power back and really get to grips with our own consciousness and with this healing process, the more we will be able to achieve the results that we truly desire. Reset. By the by, all at once, I don't know. I don't know how, I don't know what. It doesn't really matter. The work is what matters. I continue to do the work. You know? I do. Become aware of it all, of all the lies and all the subterfuge, and look it in the eye, people, and stop allowing it to undermine you and to sabotage you and to kneecap you. Enough. That is where it's at. We cannot fight the forces of darkness out there, like, oh, they're over there and I'm gonna ooh. No. The darkness lies within us. That's where we heal it, encounter it, transform it. That's where it's at. That's where the work is at. And that is where our power lies. I firmly feel that and I firmly believe that. So don't get distracted by the things of this world. Go within and bravely face that which you're afraid to face. Realize that you're afraid. Be honest with yourselves. Anyway, I'm repeating myself here. It just feels so important, you know, because we are very powerful. They hate us for a reason. And now is our finest hour if we make it so, if we choose it. Stop fucking allowing this bullshit to run our lives, you know? Enough is enough. Let's see what we can do here, people.